Hey, howdy, I'm back. How are you today? And welcome to American Reversion. I'm Steve Smith. As most of you may have heard or suspected, I greatly disappointed the powers that be a little over a week. Well, no, I did it a year ago, I guess. I guess they just found out about it a week ago, and I had said something with which they disagreed. So I had to go to jail. Went to jail, did my time, am now out. No time off for good behavior. But you know what? I have a story to tell you. I have an announcement and a story. As so often happens, when something like that happens, it tends to kick you into the next thing you need to do. That sound behind you is my daughter making a smoothie. Just ignore it. It's the sounds of life. I told her she has to give me some. So often happens when things you're going along and then all of a sudden something kind of knocks you off the bubble, and it gives you a kick in the butt to do something else. So as some of you have heard, I've put up a Rumble channel, but there's more to it than that, and I'll tell you about that after I tell you the story. This whole thing, it just came to me. You're going to think I'm making this up, but I'm not. It just came to me actually today when I was thinking about what I was going to cover some other things today. And this flashed back, as also often happens with me, to when I was a young baby cop. I was 21 years old, brand new cop. And I was dating this girl, real pretty girl, real nice girl. She wasn't exciting, but she was really nice. And she was one to we could go to dinner with. She wasn't, like I say, she wasn't exciting, but she was nice and she was very, very pretty. And it was somebody you could go to a movie with, go to dinner with, as long as things didn't get too deep. Everything was fine. You kind of floated. She was a good cook. So sometimes she'd come over to my place and cook me dinner, and that was great. So I was kind of living a lazy life there. And I had 2 days off a week. Like I said, I was a brand new cop, so I got the worst days off because the older guys got the better days off. I was off Mondays and Tuesdays. So on Monday, after working all week, I'd just take that day to myself to kind of relax, catch up on things, laze around the house, do the things that I wanted to do, and then I'd spend Tuesday night with her. I'd take her out to dinner or a movie or something like that, and then come back to my place, and and so it went along like that for a while, nice and like it wasn't really going anywhere, but it was just too comfortable to put the effort into getting out of. There was no reason to get out of. One day, I said something with which she disagreed. Honest. I said something with which she disagreed, and she made a little issue out of it. And I said, well, this is surprising. And she said, well, I just think that we ought to maybe not, see each other next Tuesday. Let's give it a little time. I said, well, whatever, that's fine. There was this other girl that I'd kind of had my eye on, but I didn't want to rock the boat. Things were going along okay, but since now I had a week off from this other one, I thought, well, let me take a look at this other one. She was actually prettier. She was more exciting, I found out. So anyway, I approached her. Hey, want to go out? She was very excited, oh yeah, this is great. Well, I took her out. We had a great time. I didn't have to watch what I said around her. I could be myself. I could say the things that I wanted to say, and she didn't get all upset. She didn't just get all affronted, I don't know if she was a good cook or not, because she was so much fun to take out to dinner. Right? And we'd go to dinner, we'd go out to the clubs, and she was just, it was a great move. I never would have asked her out if I'd gone along with that, comfortable first one. Well, the next week, the first one, the one that wanted to give me a week off, she gives me a call and says, hey, I've been thinking, how about if I come over and cook you dinner and all that? And I said, yeah, all right, okay, fine, but it's going to have to be Monday night, not Tuesday. She really, I said, yeah, let's make it Monday night. Because I was going to use Tuesdays for the new one, right? So she didn't know what was going on, but I said, okay, we'll just make it Mondays. And I stayed in that situation for a while, just because it was comfortable. It was a good vehicle, for me to spend Monday night with. And so, I kind of used her on Monday night I know some people are going to say, you're such a cad. I was 21. I was a new cop, and this is a great example of what I'm talking about with this, right? And I didn't take advantage of her. I treated her nicely, and I didn't say the things that would offend her and things. And we just had a nice, comfortable. Still went out to dinner occasionally, or see a movie. And I used my Monday nights with her as just kind of my relaxing night, because I was relaxing to get my energy to go out with the new girl, the prettier girl, the more exciting girl, the girl that I didn't have to watch what I said around, and she's doing a great time on Tuesday nights. You see what I'm doing here, right? It is the truth. It just so happens to be the truth. As it went on, I didn't break up with that first girl. It was just comfortable for a while until finally I saw that, hey, this second one is really working out. The second run is really working out. And I don't really have a purpose. I know this sounds callous. I don't mean it that way. I don't really have a need. I don't have a desire. Let me put it that way. I don't have a desire to be with this first girl anymore. So as my relationship with the second girl developed so much better than the first one ever had, I eventually just stopped seeing the first girl. That is a true story. But you see where I'm going with this, right? The first girl was YouTube. The second girl is Rumble. Yes, I have put something. I've always stayed away from Rumble because it just wasn't a big enough market, in my opinion. But it has grown quite a bit. And I have been surprised how many people, I didn't really put a big announcement out about it. I'm surprised how many people are coming to the Rumble channel. It's American Reversion over on Rumble. I guess I'll put the link down here. And how many people are following every day? I keep getting these things. So and so is following you. So and so is following you. 2 more people are following you. It seems like a great deal. I'm having a little difficulty figuring it out, but I had a little difficulty figuring out YouTube as well. That's just because I'm technologically illiterate, but I'll learn. I'll figure it out. And so it seems to be going very well. Now, a couple others, I've put up 2 other channels. I have put up 1 other that I'm not ready to announce yet because it's kind of, and on that one, on the Rumble, I'll be able to talk about the things that I can't talk about on YouTube. And I have a lot to talk about that I can't talk about on YouTube. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll see, how those comparative channels work out. So, if you're not with me yet on the Rumble, come on over there. I have put up another one I'm not ready to announce, and then I'm also going to put up an integrative preparedness site on Rumble as a backup. And I've just discovered that Rumble has a feature that you can, I don't even know how to say it, that you do something and it will upload all of your YouTube videos over to Rumble. I haven't done it yet. I have to sit down maybe tonight and figure it out. But from now on, I'm going to put things up on both YouTube and Rumble. Come to whichever one you like. Well, let me put it this way. Everything that I put on YouTube will also be on Rumble, but I'm going to put more stuff on Rumble because I can put stuff there that I can't put on YouTube. So, YouTube, I mean, hey, it's their ball. They can do with it what they want. They can make the rules. I'm not gonna, whine and cry about that. I just found a better game as more and more people are, and we'll see how it works. I also discovered Truth Social. Finally, they've got it so that Androids can get up there. And I'm pretty impressed with Truth Social. I know some people won't want to do it because, Trump and all this. I don't care, come on. We have bigger issues than that, And then some people will want to do it because it is Trump. I like Trump. He's the street fighter that we need. Do I agree with? I don't agree with anybody on everything. Do you? So that's not even an issue. I'm not even going to discuss that. So, and it's just people who want to discuss that are really the ones who are trying to cause trouble. Okay, so we'll see what happens with that. So anyway, that's the deal. I'll put this up on YouTube, and then I'll put it up on Rumble, same one. And then I'm going to go see how to make sure that everything that goes up on YouTube goes onto Rumble. And it sounds like, and some of you can tell me whether this is right. Maybe you I'm sure all of you know more about this than I do. It sounds like I can go to it and they will upload everything onto Rumble that I've already put on the YouTube site. If that's right, that's cool. And it gives those of us who have been with YouTube for a long time, boy, it gives us a great backup, doesn't it? A great backup. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot more to talk about, a lot more with this, and a lot more that I'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll come back tomorrow and talk about what I was going to talk about today. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm back. That's what happened. Thanks for everyone who has come over to Rumble. It's been great to see you over there. I still haven't figured out how to check the comments and how to answer and all of that. So if you've commented, I might not have seen it. We'll see. I'm learning. So thank you for coming over. And that's to let you know. And I thought you'd get a kick out of that story of mine because it just so closely parallels, these people who want to act all, want to, what they have to be careful because they'll be careful of who they lose and the reputation that they get. And all of a sudden, they're not going out to dinner at the same places anymore, right? We'll see. The future holds a lot of interesting things, I'm sure, and we will see what that's about. So I'm going to sign off. I'm really looking forward to being able to put stuff over on Rumble that I can't put on YouTube. So with that, remember, America needs a reversion. It needs a reversion and a place that we're allowed to say the things that we want to say, express opinions that we want to express without the censorship of somebody who just doesn't agree with us. It needs you to be a part of it. It needs me to be a part of it. Thank you all for being here, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.